Alright, tonight's video is going to be something new. My first time trying this recipe tonight. And I got this recipe from my neighbor who is from Mexico. And it's chorizo. Actually, let me hold this up. Chorizo jalapeno poppers. So, I'm excited. I'm excited about these. I haven't tried, well, I mean, I tried these when my neighbor made them last weekend, but I haven't tried them since I made them, but I love them so much. At our little cookout last weekend, I was like, okay, give me the recipe. So I don't usually like chorizo, but this one's called Chorizo Suelto. Can you see that? Anyway, so I went to the Mexican grocery store, Mi Tienda, in Springdale, Arkansas. And I think this was like $4 and something a pound. And so I got almost a pound of it. So what we're gonna do is start cooking the chorizo. This burner, there's two burners here. This one in particular doesn't like to light for me. But it's because I don't have patience. You're supposed to go slow. There we go. I've been eating a little bit of this, you know, just the feeling, and it's got me kind of sniffly, if you're wondering. Okay, so we're going to take our chorizo suelto and put it into the skillet. Doesn't that look so nice and greasy and spicy? Ooh. Like I was saying though, my brother's wife is from El Salvador. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, El Salvador. And so they cook chorizo a lot. And I'm always like, I just don't like chorizo. It's too bland for me, you know? But anyway, whenever my neighbor made this from Mexico, I was like, whoa, I thought I didn't even like chorizo. This is delicious. What's going on? So I guess it was just the kind. Like there's different kinds. I didn't even know that. I thought there was only one kind, and I don't even know what made me think that. Probably from being an American, I don't know anything about Hispanic kind of foods. Well, I don't know much about them. I know a little bit. I know enough to cook them. Very, very good. Okay, while this is cooking, we're gonna have some nice, refreshing mimosas from the Aldi store. Aldi store sparkling wine. That's so good. So anyway, while this is cooking up, I'm going to taste test these that we already made. That way I'll know how to make the real batch. Like this is just a sample batch here. Let's give these a try and see what not to do next time or what to do next time. Sorry, I'm gonna have to kind of keep an eye on this at the same time, because I want this to be kind of broken apart, you know, kind of like ground beef. Whenever you fry ground beef up, kind of looking for that kind of texture. I don't want it to be all one piece like that. I want it to be kind of chopped up. I tell you what, this has been a very spicy night. I've had a lot of peppers tonight. Jalapeños, to be specific. Okay, so this jalapeno here is the one that was like leftover from the hamburger from El Jim. And so I know this jalapeno is spicy. So only thing I put in here was the chorizo and the cream cheese. So we're gonna taste test that one first. I'm gonna cut it in half. That pepper was already sauteed, so it was already pretty much done. Okay, so here's our bite. Hot dog. I don't think we need anything. Oh yeah. That's still bringing the heat. That was good. Translation is delicious. Anytime I say something's hot, that means I love it. Woo! Okay. It's hot in here now. I've got a son, a child that is not able to sweat. He was born without working sweat glands in his body. He's able to sweat on his face and head pretty much, and that's it. But, you know, in the summertime, he has to be really careful since he can't sweat. Like, he could have a heat stroke very easily. And so, what I'm thinking is that if he's gonna eat these, Josh, if you're gonna eat these, eat them in the winter, because I'm telling you, just one bite got me sweating. They're good. But if you're not gonna be in the freezer or the freezing cold weather, whew, it's hot. Okay, now so these two I made just alike, and these are not by the recipe of my neighbors, but I added to these. I had some leftover purple onion from the hamburger at El Jim, so I chopped them up and put them in the bottom of this. And also I put some black beans in the bottom. I just had a can of black beans and I was like, well, why not? Let's try it. Whew. That last bite got me on fire. Okay, so this is the bite with the black beans and the red peppers. And the chorizo and cream cheese mixture. Okay, now that should not be legal. That's too good to be legal. Those beans and those onions. I'm great. I souped up this recipe. I made it even better than it was, and I thought it was perfect. As it was. I mean, you heard me whenever I tried the one that was just had the chorizo and the cream cheese. You know what? This ruined it for the plain jalapeno poppers with just the plain cream cheese. I don't think I can ever eat it like that again. From now on, it's got to have all this stuff. Chorizo and onions and black beans. Honestly, I couldn't taste the onions very much, so I think if I don't have those in there, it'll be all right. But I could taste them a little bit, and they were delicious. I'm crazy about purple onions. Purple onions and yellow onions are my favorite. Whew. Okay, I see one thing I need to do differently with this. These peppers are the fresh jalapeños. So I didn't quite cook them long enough to cook the pepper all the way through. Can you see how it's still crunchy? But that's okay, because our chorizo is already cooked all the way through, and the bacon is cooked all the way through. So there's no raw meat. But If you don't like the pepper crunchy, cook it a little bit longer. I think I cooked these for about 20 minutes. There's no heat in these. This one from the LGM restaurant, it's got heat. Okay, so it looks like our chorizo's about done. You don't want to drain the grease off. That spicy grease is just, it mixes in with the cream cheese and makes it so delicious. Honestly, it's got the flavor of cheese to me. Not regular chorizo, like the kind that you get at Walmart. But this Chorizo Suelto, it's got like a cheesy flavor about it. It doesn't really taste spicy like hot. No, it doesn't taste like that. It tastes more cheesy. I don't know how else to explain it, because that's just the flavor that it has. So good. So very good. I love chorizo now. Who would have thought? I hated this stuff for years. I gotta send this recipe to my brother. Although I know he's gonna see it. Alright, you have got to start getting this kind of chorizo. And I hope this is the kind you've been using. Because I love this stuff. Okay, I don't think I need any kind of peppers or eggs or anything to go in this. This is perfect. I don't even need any salt and pepper. Whew. Lordy have mercy, it's hot in here. That's okay though. I'm just gonna try to hurry up and finish this video. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the camera around here and kind of show you what to do. So once you cooked up the chorizo, get you a little plate or bowl or something. Put some cream cheese in there. I'm using original Philadelphia cream cheese. If you want to use a different kind, I don't think it'll matter too much, because the cream cheese is not the star of this show. The chorizo is the star. And those black beans are a very close second. They say to have this cream cheese at room temperature, but you don't have to. And then what I'm going to do is just put in enough chorizo to taste. I'm going to get me some nice little oil from in there too. Yeah, whenever you put the hot chorizo in with the cream cheese, it melts it. So don't worry about having it room temperature. I hope I didn't get it too melted. Okay. This mixture, I tasted it just now, and it's a little bit on the thin side for me. So I'm going to add in a little bit more cream cheese. It's not bad though. Chef John on foodwishes.com, he's got a recipe for this, and he has cayenne pepper at this point. I think think he had some ground mustard too. I don't know, but I was like, well, I'm too lazy for all that. I don't want to get out all the spices and then have to put them back. So I just tried it without that. I have to say, it doesn't need it. This is so wonderful. Okay. I can't be spending the whole time talking. I gotta get busy. Scoot our little mixture over. Then we're gonna take one of our jalapeno peppers, cut it in half. Oops, my knife's kind of dirty. Hold on, let me wipe it. So I like to cut them in half like this, and then leave the stem on, because you can use that stem after they're cooked. You can use that stem to hold them with and pick them up with. I wouldn't eat the stem though. It's kind of crunchy. Okay, so I'm gonna take my spoon. Yeah, let me use the black bean spoon because the other one's kind of dirty. And then I'm just gonna take out some of the seeds because these peppers were not hot. If they were hot, I would take out all the seeds and the pulp. You know, these little lines here, I would scoop them all out if these were hot, but we already cooked one and we know it's not hot. So now we're just gonna take our chorizo cream cheese mixture, stick it up in there, much as little as you like it. Oh no, I forgot our beans. Okay, on this one, we're gonna have black beans. And I'll show you how. I'm just gonna leave the pulp in here. There's not very many. Then we're gonna take our black beans, and I just made like a little line of them. This is just a can of black beans. I got those for free from the free pantry. For some reason, people love to give away black beans in the little free pantry. And I'm glad, because I like them. They're good. Especially in Mexican food. Okay, and then we're gonna take our half of a slice of bacon. Use a full slice if you like more bacon. I like the top to be covered really well. It doesn't really matter about the bottom. Oh, did you see that? I hope I had that on camera. It doesn't really matter too much about the bottom, but the top, you know, if it doesn't get done enough for me, I like to put it in the broiler for a few minutes. And so if most of the bacon is on top and the broiler's on, you know, it gets nice and crispy if that's what you like. Okay, so you see how I'm kind of hanging it off the side here on the top? And then I'm stretching the bacon, taking it around. And now just about all the top is covered with the bacon on both pieces. Aren't those pretty? So now I'm just gonna put these in the oven. I'm gonna bake these like 25 minutes on 400 degrees. And then if they're not done enough for me, I'll put them under the broiler at that time.